the album artwork for Solo of a Caged Bird is kind of a play on light and dark and colors. I used a lot of colors in this, which I wasn't originally intending to do. When I first thought about how I wanted to do the layout for the lyrics booklet and everything, I was thinking that there were going to be either some completely black and white pages or some that were like really desaturated. And what I ended up doing was actually using kind of the full spectrum of colors. Of course, blues and purples are mainly what I used on the outside of the package, but on the inside I also used green, I used kind of a dark red, but just really pretty plays on color, and using some photographs that I had taken myself, as well as the photo shoot that was done for the album. For the photo shoot, I used the little cage prop that I'm holding is actually something that belongs to my grandmother. The cage was hanging from the chain that you used to pull down the ladder to the attic. And so it had been there, I was really familiar with it. And when I decided on the name for the album, that's immediately what I thought of for the image, having this caged bird. The only thing I didn't like about the cage was that there's not a door in it, because I was going to have some kind of artwork with the door open or something, and there wasn't a door on the prop that I used. But I took that prop to the shoot that I did with Victoria White, and it ended up being a really cool part of the album artwork. Another thing that ended up being incorporated into the artwork a lot were photos that I myself took a few years back. I had some pictures that had birds in the sky and kind of this graveyard scene, and I was kind of just out there taking pictures for the fun of it. And then when I thought about having this theme of birds or flight or freedom or whatever, I thought back to those pictures and I was like, I can do something with that. Originally, I was actually going to draw a lot of the artwork and then scan it in and manipulate it on the computer, but I actually ended up using photographs. So overall, I think that the way that I set up the lyrics booklet and the package design is pretty reminiscent of the theme. There's a lot of birds, there's a lot of flying birds, there's a caged bird, and there's also the birds that are free. But in addition to that, I kind of used colors or, chose to put the booklet together in such a way that the artwork kind of reflects the lyrics or the colors that came to my mind when I was writing the songs. Like Warp with the electronic influences has always been blue or purple to me. I don't know, I think in colors sometimes when I write songs. Love has always been kind of like that really dark red, but I wanted it to be a very dark background behind it. And then you've got the bird with the tree or whatever. The most difficult part of the artwork to create was actually the front cover, just kind of getting those elements to work together. For some reason, it ended up being a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do something more with the cover or just keep it kind of simple, but I like the way that it turned out because there's so many different colors going on that the artwork itself is actually pretty simple and just photo-based, but I think it still really has a lot of appeal to it.